Today, we'll talk about should minimum wage be increased. My name is Hazel Boone, and my position on that would be this. Here lies minimum wage. Born 1938, died 2014, at eternal rest. My dad was a self-made man, a construction worker out of necessity. My father taught and instilled in us to work for an honest day's wage, though this was not the case with him. Having such a large family, 12 children to be exact, at an early age, and the sole breadwinner drove him into some extracurricular activities. He had to do something to supplement an income with a family so large. During a time when fair labor standards did not cover people of my race, nor did the wage and hour division enforce a plan for us, the people of color were on their own to come up with a solution of their own to iron out, per se, their financial problems. Dad was one of those who took a leap and stayed under the radar. What was his profession? Let's just say he, for those who love spirits, sought out this type of businessman, the type that my father was. According to the Fair Labor Standards Act, or the FLSA, which is controlled by the Wage and Hour Division, presently the majority wages per hour is $7.25, and this was set back in 2009. Unless we're talking about child labor, which is set at $4.25 per hour, people getting tips as part of their salary gets $2.15 per hour. And there are even more groups of people, workers, that minimum wage do not cover. For this list, please go to www.dol.gov/compliance/guide/minimumwage.htm. This is a slap in the face for the working individual, especially if there is a family to provide for. And if that same family wishes to buy a home someday to raise a family they already can't afford, I strongly believe that minimum wage is a joke and should definitely be raised or done away with in order to secure the American family life as we know it. There is a story behind so many one-parent homes seeking government assistance just to survive. Because for a family of 3 making minimum wage, the man and the woman both working a 40-hour week may earn about $14,560 each in a year. That's before taxes. This puts them over the poverty level for this family of 3, which is $19,780, according to http://aspe.hhs.gov/poverty/14poverty.cfm. Roughly $9,000 above poverty level, but with no parent in the home for the underage child. In order to stay within the law, this family has to hire an after-hours sitter, which could liquidate that $9,000 per year that the family is, and puts the family still below poverty level. To make the 2 parents come out on top, a way to supplement their income by another $9,000 is the answer. Somebody has to get a second job. Now, if the family of 3 wanted to buy a house, Making minimum wage, even with both people in the family working, this would be virtually impossible unless they settle for a government program that provided them with a home. Then the majority of the time, the home would be in a location with questionable standards. Some of the requirements for any home may even bar that family if they fail to meet certain requirements. A 3-bedroom home with both homeowners working would have to, they'd have to be able to have a salary of at least $21,000 per year, and would have to have resources to pay down at least 20% on a 4.45% 30-year fixed rate loan. Also factored in has to be homeowners insurance, property taxes, personal liability insurance. Now, does that sound like something that a couple could do on minimum wage? In order to live the American dream, it is impossible for the little man with a family to realize anything except the fact that they're living in a rut. Unless minimum wage increases drastically or is done away with, the family as we know it may soon become extinct. Already there's a shortage of 2 parents in the home when the home is well below poverty level. Many parents are forced to leave the home, watch this, or report to the government that there is only one breadwinner in the house in order to get supplemented with government assistance. I strongly believe that minimum wages is a joke and should definitely be raised in order to accommodate the American family as we know it. The American dream depends on families being able to survive in this great USA without fear of starvation or men feeling their wives have to assist as breadwinners. How can we make the American families hope for a future come true, making poverty level pay? Again, this is my position. Here lies minimum wage. Born 1938, died 2014, at eternal rest. And these are the websites that you might go and check for further information to just let you know how we're living. Thanks for listening.